Hi, Deepa Rani Shekhar from Transform Life Programs. Love and Light. So, dear friends, what have we learned in this period of lockdown, which has been quite a long stretch? Of course, we have learned loads of cooking. Everybody has tried something new, explored our culinary skills, baked quite a bit, made frozen desserts. Yes, and we have enjoyed it with our families. And we have also revisited the hobbies, our creativity, the creative a part of us which we had shelved because we did not have the time. We have revisited that. Fantastic. And apart from that, what have we done? Yes, we have spent quality time with children, with pets. And what else have we learned? Have we learned compassion? Have we learned to live without expectations? Let me tell you a story, friends. There was this tourist who was traveling in an exotic place, beautifully nestled in nature, and he happens to stop by a hut. And he was curious to go inside. His curiosity got better of him, and he entered the hut. And he asked to be let in. And the voice inside said, "Yes, you may come in." And he saw it was a Jinamuni, a Jain hermit's hut. And he was surprised, absolutely surprised. Because in the entire hut, except the small piece of cloth or whatever seating material the hermit was sitting in his loincloth, a, small jug of water, and a bowl or a plate, something in between. Except for that, there was nothing else, absolutely nothing. So he, even without thinking, he just asked him, "Where's your furniture? Where's your luggage?" Instead of answering him, the hermit asked him a question, counter question. The learned souls never answer, they ask counter question. Questioning is a way of kindling consciousness, awareness. So he asked him, "Where's yours?" And the traveler said, "I'm only a traveler." So the hermit said, "So am I. Aren't we all?" Such a profound question for us to ponder. Yes, how much importance did we give on the studies of our children? Push them to do things on target. How much importance did we give to our office work, the targets, our business, the targets? And one virus, unseen virus, has turned everything topsy turvy. Now there's no exams. Earlier it was time is money. Now it is life is everything. There's no money involved. Time is money has now translated to life is time. So everything has changed. Everything has changed. How grateful are we to be alive? How grateful are we to be healthy? How grateful are we that our family is healthy? How grateful are we that our extended families are healthy? How grateful are we that our friends are healthy? Are we? So, how much are we learning from this? And what are we learning? We have learned to wear colorful masks. Yes. And we have learned to wash our hands more often. People who were spitting on the roads have stopped doing that. What is basic we are learning after a pandemic is teaching us? Ridiculous, isn't it, friends? Did we need a pandemic to teach us that? And how much of hoarding were we doing? Keeping everything for myself. Yeah, in the beginning, we did see that happening, people hoarding everything from the supermarkets. But now we have learned that it's always available. And what was this huge shift in the earth wanting to teach us? Go back to our roots, hold on to our spiritual aspect. How important was it for us to go to the temple on a Monday or a Friday or every Thursday or the Sunday church, whatever, the Friday mosque. How important was it to us? How diligently did we do it for our entire lifetimes, forgetting that hands that help are holier than lips that pray? Did we even think about it? Did God really want to sit in the temples, mosques, churches, synagogues, gurudwaras and say, come, come, come to me? Was that what was his mission? Or did he say, look within and find me within you? I am an aspect within you. Did we miss that point? Yes, big time. Because now there are no places of worship open and we are doing fine, isn't it? So, how much? Yeah, it has an energy. I'm not saying no. All these places of worship has an energy, has its own cleanliness, its own ambience, its own serenity, its own energy. But running there, did we forget the energy within? Is it time to reconnect? Is now the time to reconnect? Did we forget that? Did we run after things outside instead of looking within? Is this not something we got to think about? And how much did we go into the social media, the news, and look up for the statistics of what's happening where, look up for prevention, so, and separation and all that things. You know, even washing hands, we watched videos. Have we not washed hands right from our childhood? It's a very simple thing. Do it confidently. And friends, this pandemic is not over yet. It's going to stay for how long we do not know. So we got to learn to live with it, actually without coming in contact with it. There are many things we live like that in the world. There's a lot of things happening around us, but we learn to live with it. Sometimes with the right priorities, sometimes with the wrong priorities. Okay, so when I say right priorities, the way we stayed initially during the lockdown. But once the lockdown is released, almost people have come to normal lifestyle. And yes, we are wearing a mask, we are washing hands, and we are wearing gloves. Friends, the only way is to avoid contact with the fluid that comes out from the nose, mouth, ears, eyes, whatever. So that is what social distancing is, what is going to help us. Washing hands, it doesn't mean just keep washing hands. That is OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. It's a psychological disorder. That's not what it is. Anytime you touch anything, anytime you go outside and come, anytime you handle money, that's when you wash your hands. It doesn't mean that you should stop every aspect of your life. Have you ever thought everything you overdo has an other impact? We have stayed home for more than 2 months. If we continue staying like that for another 2-3 months, our immunity will go rock bottom low. Only when you're exposed to certain things is when your immune system, the fighting system, keeps itself healthy and strong. Have you forgotten that? Yeah, you got to be very safe, you got to keep precautions, you got to do social distancing, but still, how many of you have not stepped out even to take a whiff of fresh air? How many of you have been ordering online, leaving the stuff for 48 hours in your garage and then picking it inside? Anything when you get paranoid and take it too long, it's too far, it's not going to help us, especially where situation is prolonged. We are all here as visitors, as travelers. So let us make the best of it. Let us learn. Let us learn. Let us give our children space to blossom. Let us not curtail them. Let us not get back to pushing them onto online classes. Online classes are happening, but the regular classes, they're all passed. So now we are pressurizing them on online classes. It all happens at the right time. They will, the time that this pandemic has given all of us to slow down, our children will definitely figure out the best, because kind of they've got the possibility to reconnect to their natural self. So what do we have to do? Stay safe, but do not overdo it. But Go outside, take fresh air, keep exercising. Do not allow your body to go lax. Do not allow your body to lose its immunity. At the same time, do not risk. Know the thin line between the two. Hope this makes some sense. And do not fall prey to all the media message that says drinking hot water is going to help you, drinking sugarcane juice is going to help you, eating jaggery is going to help you, eating ginger is going to help you. Nothing is tested and proved. Do not fall to that. The only methods are staying safe by observing social distancing, wearing a mask when you're out, and don't make it a habit to wear it all the time because oxygen supply is restricted and it is not healthy again to wear it all the time. Only when you're outside. Even when you're outside, do not wear it and jog and run and things. See that you do get your dose of fresh air. Wash your hands every time you touch something or you come into contact with something which has been handled by somebody else. So, know your own way of staying safe. Be in the hope that you will be fine, but not risking yourself. Because if you're all the time in panic, what you focus expands. So, you choose what you are going to get, hope or fear. You decide for yourself. Thank you for joining me, Deepa Rani Shekhar from Transform Life Programs. Love and light.